Hey YouTube, how you guys doing today? Kevin here, coming back at you with another video. So today we're going to rip the carburetor off this before I go back to work. And what do you call it this? So I can ultrasonic clean it. This is the one part my daughter can't help me with, so I figured I would do it and just get it done with. So I'm going to get you guys all set up over here, and then we'll get cracking. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is rip that fuel tank off. Yep, that was hard. Alright. Okay, now we got to figure out what we need to do to get that off. There is a bolt underneath here. Oh, maybe not. That's a rubber mount. Okay, it looks like just a bolt up underneath here. Right up underneath here to hold this oil tank on. Alright, get that bolt out. There's all kinds of crap in there. And then the air filter will be exposed in the back there. Okay. There's a tank vent up top. And it pops off front there like so. Pull the whole vent out because I am probably going to just replace that whole hose. Yep, there we go. And now you can see the air filter assembly right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bolt that I pull out and I'm going to screw it back into the oil box. Right where that goes. And now I'm going to look and see what holds this air box to the bike. Okay, it looks like there's a bolt inside there, so I got to get that out. There's the clutch cable right there. We're going to move that off to the side if I can. Fuel lines disconnected. That part, oh, the carburetor's already loose, guys. Maybe I could just squeeze that out of there. Okay. Here is a very helpful tip. If you guys find yourself with a loose carburetor, and right here, see how this thing is loose? I can move it around back and forth. Try tightening it before you take it off. And the reason for that is to see if it was the carburetor all together, all along. So I'm going to put a screwdriver on it. Okay, so the carburetor is, hold on, I got a junk screwdriver here. Snap on. Go figure. Okay, alright, let's try that with a Harbor Freight screwdriver. Yep, okay, so even tight, it's still loose. So we know that the insulator that's in there is junk. So let's get this rubber off the air horn part there. Alright. Move that off to the side. Get that like that. There we go. Alright, and then we just push that off. Wow. That has been on there for quite some time. There's supposed to be, on my old one, there was a spring that went around it to hold it on there. I wonder if that's still on there. So if that's on there, that would be really cool. That was kind of a bear to find. Alright, I'm going to pause you guys for a second. Alright, I'm back. Okay, so let's get this off. Since it's already loose, tightened up. Oh yeah. Yep, right here. You can see most of the, let me expand you guys up here for a second. Same problem I had with the other one. I'll show you. Right here, the insulator is broken. This seems to be a theme with these bikes. With that piece broken. Carburetor seized. Thing has been sitting for quite a long time. So we are going to extract that. It's seized, so that's going to make it very difficult to do. And let's see if we can get this there. I want to see if that thing has the spring clamp on it. If it does, that's great. If not, oh, then I'll have to see if I can find another one. Okay. Looks like it's held on with a couple bolts. Yes, it's on there. I can see it from here. I can't pull it off because it's... I gotta pull the whole air filter box off to get to the whatchamacallit there, the clamp. Let's see if I can squeeze you guys in there with the camera. You'll see what I'm talking about. You see that spring right here? That spring style clamp? That's what holds it onto the air filter box on the back side. So very important you have that on there. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get that off. Okay. So I think for many of you guys are looking at this carburetor going, why have I seen that before in one of your videos? This style carburetor. Because this same carburetor right here, yeah, look at that, guys. Look familiar? How about the KV75 or the MT1? Basically the same style carburetor. So we're gonna I'm shooting this down with this stuff called penetrating oil by liquid wrench. And we're gonna see if we can free it up to get it out, you know what I mean? So just turn the throttle right now, see if I can remove it. I moved it a little bit that way. So I got to move a little bit. You don't want to go too hard on because you don't want them to break. Okay, this little, you see that little piece right there, it's the throttle cable on one end. This thing has definitely seen better days, but we are going to resurrect it. Oh man. This is what happens when stuff sits for 100 years. Oh my god, that's really on there. Okay, so let's go plan B. We're going to stick this back on here if we can. And then we'll try using the pliers this way and see if we can use the pliers to have the bike hold it. Yep, look at that, huh? Oh, you guys fell down. Where'd you guys go? So I put the carburetor back on the pedestal and I used the pliers to turn it because I couldn't turn it by hand. It was stuck right on there. Okay. Let's see if we can get this thing to come out. Oh, yeah, came out a little bit. Okay, now we'll pull it back off. Now we got that like that, we're going to spray inside there with the penetrating oil. The ultrasonic cleaner will clean this thing up nicely. Which is a nice thing about having an ultrasonic cleaner. Okay, and one up further. Almost out, guys. I think if I just give the thing a little yank. The other reason why I'm being so careful with it is I don't want to hurt the throttle cable. You know. Oh, came out. There we go. There she is. Look at that, all worn out right there. The slide. I got the carb out. And boom. I can only imagine what the inside of this carburetor is going to look like. We're going to take a look and see what it looks like. Let's see how bad it is. The screws came off pretty easily, so that's a good thing. You guys keep falling down on me. Yeah, there we go. See that all right? Yep. Okay, very loud area I'm working in. Okay. vent. Oh, snap. A little bit of water in there. See the white? Not bad. Not the same carburetor as the KV75, but darn close to it. Look at that, huh? The neoprene floats. This is sweet. This carburetor is actually in really good shape, believe it or not. Very happy with that. Alright, well, that'll take a dip in the ultrasonic cleaner, and then bam! See if I can get that throttle piece off. I'll take the slide too. Take that. Alright, so guys, we are crack-a-lacking with this one. Not bad. There's your reeds. This has reed valves in it, guys. Now that same style intake right there is used on the what is it there? The Yamaha what do you call it there? LB50 and LB80. So we got a pretty close carburetor. I'm gonna see if I can find an insulator for that right there, and go from there. I'm planning to finding a junk carburetor, end up pulling it apart. I did one before. I matched one up that was close, and I had to bore it out, and it worked out sweet. So make that part. If you have one of these bikes, make sure you clean that. So okay, back on what I was telling you guys earlier about the high compression head. The high compression head will bolt onto this engine, but you're gonna have to cut back your fins. Okay, if you look on the top of the head, see how it's missing fins on this side right here to accommodate for the exhaust. So you will have to do some fin cutting and for that high compression head to work, but it will work on this bike. And I'm actually going to do a video on that. Now, I don't like broken fins, but if you cut a fin for the expansion chamber, the exhaust, that is fine. That's my only exception. So that is where we're at with that. If you see these plugs right here, that's because there was a tail light that you can mount onto this bike. This bike is compatible with the road. You can actually ride some of these on the road if you bought the light kit. And I don't know if I'm going to do that with this one. I really don't know how far my daughter wants to take it. But if she wants to put lights on it, which we'll talk to her when we do our interview with her. And because this is going to be a father-daughter project. I'm cleaning the carburetor. She doesn't want to touch that. She's intimidated by carburetors, but that's okay. We will clean that up for her, but the rest she's going to do. So I figured I'd help her with that, get that pulled off, and you guys will meet her this week. So, and then we'll all the rest of the parts should be in for the ignition. We're going to do a compression test, leak down, all that type of stuff. We're going to pull the head, take a look at the condition of the cylinder, and see where we're at with it. And the engine does have compression, but when you kick these bikes over, they, even with a brand new top end, they feel like they have low compression. So, but that's where we're at with this one. So we're going to keep crack-a-lacking, and I'm going to put the oil tank back up, bring this stuff to work with me tomorrow, and ultrasonic clean the carb, and then we'll be back to hit this again. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.